Drive active.
Hey everyone, it's Rushlock and Eve Echoes. This video is going to go over the UI or the overviews for the game and a little bit of familiarity of where you can find options and settings. So to go to your main menu overview, you're going to go to your character portrait here and simply tap it. And here you have things kind of split up by category: personal, assets, social, and other issues. Issues might be like a translation issue. I don't know. Well, I don't know why they use the word issues there, but could be like other matters or other tasks or whatever. But personal is pretty straightforward. You've got your character sheet if you want to go into. We're not going to go into every single menu in great detail, just kind of show you basically where you can find certain information like how much Omega time you have remaining. Your combat log is where you find your vouchers for insurance. When you lose your first tech level 1, 2, or 3 ship, or your trainer ships, you can use these to restore your vessel. And then every time you exit out, you're going to come back here and tap your character portrait again to get back here. Fitting is pretty self-explanatory. The ship you're in, modules you're using, skills. We can deep dive later if you have any issues with it. Wallet, self-explanatory. Inventory is interesting in that you can use it as a navigation tool as well. Let me show you what I mean here. So we go to inventory, and down in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a personal assets tab. And we'll wait for this to load up, and then we'll bring it up here. Oh, we can do it early. Okay. So if you have an item somewhere where you travel to frequently, you can use this as a quick reference to get back to where you want to go. So I can select this, select it down here, set autopilot, and I'm good to go. Really handy as a shortcut from time to time, so be aware of that one. Deliveries allows you to play basically Space Trucker. If you go into Deliveries, you can select items from a nearby hub, and then take the orders from hauling from that location to these locations at this rate of pay per M3 that you're hauling. Trick there, of course, is to find multiple things that you can take to the same destination from the same origin point. That'll save you a lot of time and effort for min-maxing your return on investment there in terms of time. The NES store is the cash shop. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Market and contract. I guess with market we can show this real quick. I showed this in another video about how to buy and sell things in EVE Online, but the quick thing to look at is when you're looking at an item, we'll use Plex as an example here. And you're used to buying things from this page right below. It's not very intuitive, but there's a second menu here that you can do for buy orders. You can put up an order where your ISK will be held because you're going to buy a certain number of units of an item. And that one's shown there. What else we have left? We've done this one, we've done that one. Wallet was self-explanatory. Contracts, pretty self-explanatory. Contracts are limited to Omega, so an Alpha cannot be involved in the transaction of involving a contract. Star charts is like the in-game map. I personally use .lan. Since I'm playing on emulator, it's a lot easier for me just to use .lan than using the in-game typing, right? Encounters are your missions. Mail is self-explanatory. Corporation is self-explanatory. Fleet. Contact is like your social friends list and things like that. Industry is for building, obviously. Manufacturing. Settings are game settings. Planetary production, you should already know about. If you don't, ask. Ship tree allows you to go through the different empires and look at all the ships and vessels in the game. One major thing of note up here is the setting shortcuts. Let's get docked here and I'll show you the shortcuts operations here. So we have 3 things at any given time that we can quick reference. I have selected for fits, mission pulling, or encounters, and then my inventory. You can change those by going set shortcuts, and you'll see these little highlighted boxes here. You can select up to 3 of them. So if I want, I can get rid of all of them. Right? You don't have to have any. That leaves you with a plus sign there that you can then add the things that you most frequently are looking at. For me, it's probably inventory, encounters, and maybe skills for management, or maybe planetary production. Yeah, this should really be happening like once a day at most anyways, so turn skills back on and go from there. You can see like a running timer of your current skill trains, so that little visual reminder might keep you more aware of when you need to put more skills into the queue and things of that nature. Seeing the inventory tracker may help you as well, and I like to click the quick reference for the encounters, so I'm constantly going through my refreshes and looking for good ones to pull. For example, my refresh is up, and then when we get out of here, I think the timer will be up there as well. I just want to check to see if we have anything we haven't done yet. So there's one I want to do. Easy, yeah. Oh, I really hope they would bring the timer there. That'd be really, really handy if they brought the timer on that one. That'd be a good quality of life. But anyway, that was a brief overview. When you're docked, something else to look at is your supply window. Every day you have login rewards you can redeem for Alpha and Omega. So if you're ever curious what you've missed or whether or not you've done your daily login rewards, you can always go to the supply menu once you're docked at any station, as far as I'm aware. Another cash shop thing, you can set base. This means if your pod dies, I presume, this is where you'll respawn at. Repairs, pretty self-explanatory. The museum, Arcana, to me it seems like an achievement system. You turn in these items you find on sites. Let me see if I can find one for you. Let's go to item hanger. I don't think that book counts. I think this does, though, the ancient remains. And like, I think you open them or something, and then you get an item for these things, and you go turn them in at certain places, and then you unlock various rewards that I think, I could be wrong on this, but I think it's like basically a pseudo achievement system. But again, any questions or comments or feedback, leave them down below the video in the comment section. Questions are always welcome, it's why we do this, so if you have some other insights, tips or tricks, or maybe some UI elements that you've discovered that you think other people might find useful, please feel encouraged to share them, and we'll see you all next time.